Welcome to XY Craft Studio, Nora here. Let's make something. In this video, I will show you how to add floral wire to a crocheted piece. Here are two pieces. This one has wire in it, and you can see it can hold its shape even when I'm fiddling with it. This one, same pattern, but without the wire. It's easier to lose its shape. Now that we see the difference, let's look at what type of wire to use for your project. Floral wire is usually a good option. It comes in different gauges, which represents the thickness of the wire. A smaller number means a thicker wire. Here, I have two pieces of the floral wire. This thick one is 22 gauge, and this thin one is 26 gauge. What gauge of wire you need depends on the yarn you use and the sturdiness you want for your project. I view 22 gauge floral wire as an all-purpose wire for my crochet projects, and it can be a good place to start when you are new to this technique. You might also wonder, how much wire do you need? Well, it depends on the length of your project. For the method I will share in this video, we will use a piece of wire that is slightly longer than double the length of our project. Now, let's add the wire to the project by crocheting over the wire. What does crocheting over mean? I will show you in a minute. First, let's prepare a foundation chain with 8 chain stitches. The first stitch I'm going to make is a single crochet stitch. So skip the first chain stitch from the hook and insert the hook into the second chain stitch. Before finishing making the stitch, this is the time to start adding the wire into the project. No matter what type of stitches you are going to make first, the time to add the wire is usually after you first insert the hook into the chain stitch. Let go of the working yarn for now. Hold the piece in place. Take the wire. Place it over the hook, but under the working yarn. Make sure to leave a reasonable length here on this side, so the wire won't easily fall out while you're crocheting. You can bend the wire a bit over the hook so it's easier to work with. Use your hook holding hand to hold the wire in place, while your yarn holding hand is picking up the working yarn. Then, use your yarn holding hand to take over and hold the wire close to the stitches you are going to work into. Make sure the wire is over the hook and under the working yarn. Then, finish making the single crochet stitch. This is the process of crocheting over the wire. You are using your crochet stitch to wrap the wire inside the stitch. One single crochet stitch is made, and I'm going to put a stitch marker here as a reminder that this is the first stitch of this round. The next stitch I'm going to make is a half double crochet stitch. Yarn over as usual, insert the hook into the next chain stitch. Make sure the wire is over the hook but under the working yarn. Hold the wire close to the stitches you are going to work into. Finish making the half double crochet stitch. Use the same method to make 3 double crochet stitches, one in each of the upcoming chain stitches. After inserting the hook into the chain stitch, make sure the wire is over the hook but under the working yarn. Then, finish making the stitch. During the process, you want to make sure your yarn holding hand is holding the wire in place and close to the stitches you are going to work into. It might feel a bit challenging to control at first because you need to hold an additional piece, the wire, while you're holding the crocheted piece in place. The more you practice, the better control you will get. Adjust the shape while you're working so it's easier to see where you're at. Into the next chain stitch, I'm going to make a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook. Wire over the hook under the working yarn. It can be a bit tricky to hold the wire and the crocheted piece when we come closer to the end of the foundation chain, but with some patience, we'll get it. Into the final chain stitch, I'm going to make 3 single crochet stitches. One, two, three single crochet stitches are made into the same chain stitch. Next, I'm going to work this way back. Rotate the piece a little bit. Then, fold the wire down because we will crochet over this part of the wire when making our stitches back down. If you need to adjust the position of the wire inside your project, here is your chance. I prefer to have the two ends of the wire aligned with each other. So I'm going to slowly and carefully pull the wire down and align the two ends. Once the wire is in the desired position, fold the wire so it's once again close to the stitches I'm going to work into. Pick up the working yarn. When working back this way, I'm going to crochet over the wire and the yarn tail here, so I will have less end to weave in later. Now we're on the other side of the chain stitches from the foundation chain. I made 3 single crochet stitches in this final chain stitch. Next, working this way back into the next chain stitch, I'm going to make a half double crochet stitch. I will insert my hook into the chain stitch like this. Make sure the wire is over the hook. Also, the yarn tail is over the hook, but both of them will be under the working yarn. Now, I'm going to make that half double crochet stitch. Let's see it again. Three single crochet stitches are made in here, and I will make a half double crochet stitch into the next chain stitch here. Yarn over, insert the hook. Make sure the wire and the yarn tail are over the hook but under the working yarn. Then finish making the half double crochet stitch. You can pinch the wire to make the center of your piece more compact. For the remaining chain stitches, I will make 3 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet, so the stitches I made for this side will be symmetrical to the stitches I made for the first side. Yarn over, insert the hook. Make sure the wire and the yarn tail are over the hook but under the working yarn. Finish making the stitch. Use the same method to make the remaining stitches. Now, this round is completed, and the wire is added to the crocheted piece. When working on the next round, you don't need to crochet over this piece of wire. You can make the stitches as usual. I'm going to make round 2 just as an example. Rotate the piece. Bring the working yarn over the wire. We don't need to crochet over the wire anymore, so we will leave the wire behind the project. If it gets in the way of your crocheting, you can twist it away so it stays clear. Next, I'm going to make my round 2. Always follow your crochet pattern to see where and what stitches to make for your round. While crocheting, you can twist the wire's direction so it won't get in the way. After your piece is finished, adjust the shape so the wire is properly covered by your stitches. Adding wire gives your crocheted piece more flexibility, makes it easier to shape, and helps it hold its shape. This technique is often used in crocheting flower bouquets. It can also be used in accessories and home decor items that need additional strength and shaping. What project would you try this technique for? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for following along. If you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Happy crocheting!